No, you are afraid to hope again. You've been disappointed too many times. You say, God, I believed before and it hurt. But hear me, faith is not the reason you were hurt, misplaced expectations were. You trusted outcomes more than my timing. This time, trust me even if the outcome looks different. God says, what I am about to do will shock you. Not because it's sudden, but because it's accurate. It will fit you. It will sustain you. It will not destroy your peace like the things you chased before. What's coming won't need validation from people who doubted you. I had to remove some people because they were draining what I was building. I had to break some plans because they were smaller than your calling. I had to disappoint you temporarily so I could deliver permanently. You thought the battle was against people. You thought it was against money, time, or circumstances. But the real battle was inside you, between fear and faith, between control and surrender, between impatience and trust. And slowly, quietly, faith started winning. God says, you don't need to rush anymore. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to compete. What I have for you will arrive at the right time, and it will stay. What arrives early leaves early. What I build lasts. Stop replaying what went wrong. Stop blaming yourself for what you didn't know then. You did the best you could with the understanding you had. I don't judge your past the way you do. I see a survivor. I see a learner. I see someone who didn't quit even when quitting made sense. God says, your obedience in small things is unlocking big things. Every time praying quietly. You choosing peace over reaction. You walking away instead of fighting. You trusting me when nobody noticed, that mattered. Heaven recorded it. And now, heaven is responding. You will soon understand why you couldn't fit in. Why normal life felt uncomfortable. Why you always felt different. It's because you were never meant for average outcomes. Why? God says, listen carefully now. This is not just another message. This is not just motivation. This is a turning point. You didn't come this far by accident. You survived things that should have broken you. You walked through seasons that almost took your faith away. And still, you are here. That alone proves my hand was on you the entire time. You thought you were strong because you had no choice. You thought you were surviving on your own. But the truth is, I was carrying you when you had no strength left. There were moments when you were one decision away from giving up, one tear away from collapsing, one night away from quitting everything. And yet, something stopped you. That something was me. God says, you keep asking why the process was so painful. You ask why others seemed to move faster while you were stuck. You ask why doors closed just when you thought they were opening. But hear me, if I hadn't slowed you down, you would have arrived unprepared. If I hadn't hidden you, you would have been exposed too early. If I hadn't stripped you, you would have trusted the gift more than the giver. I know you felt ignored. I know you felt forgotten. I know you felt like your prayers were hitting the ceiling. But silence never meant absence. Silence meant strategy. I was rearranging things behind the scenes. I was protecting you from what you couldn't see. I was saying no, because the yes required a stronger version of you. God says, you are not delayed, you are being defined. Pressure revealed what comfort never could. Pain taught you what applause never would. Loneliness pushed you into prayer. Failure forced you to depend on me. And now, look at you, you don't break easily anymore. You don't trust blindly anymore. You don't chase approval like you used to. That's not damage. That's growth. You kept skipping me because you were tired of waiting. You thought if you distracted yourself enough, the pain would go away. But every time you skipped me, the emptiness came back. God says, Agar tum yahan tak aa gay ho, to samaj lo main ubibi tumzi bot kar rahahun. Tum peli bi skip kia the. Tum fur sosha the, ya message mir liya nahi haga. Lekin satya hai, tum hai mir target ho. Kyunki jo suna sab sayada avoid karta hai, usi hai sun ki sab sayada zerarat hodi hai. Main janta hun tum thak chuk ho. Tum fight ki, tum wait kia, tum compromise kia, furby results ways nahi ajs tum sosha the. Tum pucha, God, main sab sahi kar raha hun, furby isakyun. Lekin tum ya bulgay, sahi hona or tayar hona, dono alag cheesian hain. Main tum surf blessing kuliya nahi, baki responsibility kuliya be prepare kar rahada. God says, tum jo dard mila, wo tum kamzer karn kuliya nahi the. Wo tumhari ankine koln kuliyetha. Tum jean par barosa kar rahitha, main chata the tum mui pechano. Tum jis cheese ko apni strength samage rahitha, main chata the tum mary strength ko choose karo. Islai main kuch cheesian hila d, ta d, or kuch logon ko dor kar dia. Tum sakti ho tum late ho gay. Tum sakti ho sab auge nikal gay. Lekin God says, race unk liya nahi hodi jo sabs tez bagti hain, race unk liya hodi hi jo beach main rukt nahi. Tum ruk gay the emotionally, spiritually, lekin main tum jarain nahi aya, main tum dobara kata karn aya hun. Main janta hun tum mui tab yad kia jab situation control se bahar t. Lekin suno, main surf rescue God nahi hun, main relationship God hun. Mui surf crisis main nahi, consistency main chahi. Tum jab mui skip kardi ho, tum apni clarity skip kardi ho. Tum apni protection skip kardi ho. Tum apni next level skip kardi ho, God says, abor delay mat karo. Jo bot main tumzi barbar keh raha hun, use ignore mat karo. Wo ek decision ho sakta hai. Wo ek adat ho sakti hai. Wo ek connection ho sakta hai jisa tum kadna nahi chat. Lekin yad rako, jo cheese tum muj se dor care, wo tum kabi auge nahi luja. God says, you are closer than you think. The breakthrough you cried for is already in motion. The healing you asked for has already begun. The answer is not far, it's forming. But you must align. You must trust me even when it doesn't make sense. Faith is not understanding everything, faith is moving even when you don't. I know you tried to fix things on your own. I know you said, God, let me handle this one. And look how heavy it became. You were never meant to carry this alone. Give me the fear. Give me the disappointment. Give me the timeline you're obsessing over. I don't work on your clock, I work for your good. God says, this season is not punishment, it's pruning. I am removing what no longer serves the future I prepared for you. Some people had to leave. Some plans had to fail. Some paths had to close. Not because you weren't enough, but because I have something better. Trust me when I say, what you lost cannot compare to what's coming. Stop replaying old mistakes. I already forgave what you keep remembering. I don't define you by your past, I define you by my promise. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are exactly where I can still use you powerfully. God says, if you listen now, I will guide you step by step. You don't need to see the whole staircase, just take the next obedient step. Pray even when you don't feel like it. Trust even when fear speaks louder. Praise even when tears fall. That's how chains break. That's how miracles start. Don't skip this moment. Don't scroll past your calling. Don't ignore the tug in your spirit. This message reached you because I still have plans for you. Plans to restore. Plans to surprise you. Plans to show you that waiting was not wasted. God says, I am not finished with you. Get up. Refocus. Come back to me. What's ahead will make sense of everything behind you. God says, don't you dare skip this motivational script. God says, don't you dare skip this message. Not because I need your attention, but because you need this moment more than you realize. I have tried everything to reach you. I whispered through peace, I shouted through pain, I knocked through delays, and I warned you through closed doors. Still, you kept skipping me. Still, you told yourself, later, tomorrow, someday. But hear me clearly now, this is not a random message, and this is not an accident. You've been running on empty, pretending you're fine while your soul is exhausted. You smile in front of people, but when you're alone, the weight hits harder. You ask me for signs, yet when I send them, you scroll past. You pray for change, yet resist obedience. You ask why things aren't moving, but you keep skipping the instructions I already gave you. God says, I see what no one else sees. I see the tears you didn't cry. I see the nights you questioned your worth. I see how close you were to giving up, not because you're weak, but because you're tired of being strong for so long. And still, I protected you. Still, I kept doors shut that would have destroyed you. Still, I carried you when you didn't even know how to pray.